tussle in the middle of the pool, but with the WA girls taking it out, bringing it to the centre. It looks like they're going to drive it straight to goal.
Marie has got it from the WA side and has flicked it straight in the middle, but there is gaps provided, and the Singaporean women have taken it out and cleared it to the
Change
walls.
that camera angle.
Yeah, there's not really a great one yet. Here we go. That's a nice camera.
Oof. The WA women driving it again.
There, bit of a punch through. Claire forward, pushing it as
Number 9.
far and hard as she can, and I think that's going in the tray.
No.
But there's a good stop actually from the Singapore. No, it's going in the tray. I would assume
It's a goal.
Is there a number on that? 4. Bronwyn McKenzie. No, number 1. No.
Samantha Blackham?
4. Yeah, Bronwyn McKenzie. Well done, Bron.
Taking the 5th goal for the WA team.
Do what Mackenzies do best. Score goals. Alright,
that's if they ever get to play a game. Don't get sick all the time.
That's close. It is you actually.
it is actually.
Dodgy flick to the Singapore team. WA fullback takes it and brings it around to the side.
Was that Bron McKenzie switching across the tray, finding nothing but having to swim backwards.
Going straight back into the fight.
Ooh. A bit of counteract from the Singaporean women.
Lovely steal from the Singapore
And
team.
they've got a big break happening there.
The WA team reclaims it.
Natalie Iredale clearing it there.
How are you looking at the names?
Female. I know them.
You know her?
She's Singapore. I couldn't see a number either.
Yep.
The Singaporeans have a puck in front of a tray here, and it's been shut down by the West Australian women. Got it to the middle of the pool, and Marie taking it away from the left side, cutting 45s into the middle, and
How are you, Wayne?
Claire forward.
Alright.
Good.
Alright. Keeping out of trouble? Keeping your nose clean?
Definitely an attack there from the West Australian women, and it's a drive into the tray, and
Strong goal.
a strong, very strong goal.
Hopkins will be back. Just a short moment.
Number X Paula. Huh? Claire forward, yeah? Number 9, Claire forward. Is that better for the commentary? The commentary volume is very faint.
Who said that?
One of the Wiccans. Oh, sorry, camera went. Nice defending there by the Singaporean women's, but there's a foul here going West Australian way. This is for what is it called? I think I was barging. Call was barging there. So it's going to go West Australian way. Oh no, it's a 2-on-1. So that means that there was a goal stop, an almost certain goal stopped. So here we go. The Australians get to the park nice and fast, and there's a flick and a drive from Zoe Canavan that puts it in the tray. So Bronwyn McKenzie flicks it past the Singaporean defender, and Zoe Canavan pushes it into the tray. Four viewers.
There was 8.
Was till I started commentating.
What game's the other Isaac? What game is that?
Game 44 Masters.
Singaporean hits the strike first, takes it wide, but it's shut down quickly by the West Australian winger, Nat Wickham. Oh, not Wickham, sorry. I know. Defending, taking it wide. So Canavan there driving it up the wall.
6.
Bit of a congestion here in the middle of the pool. We've got a Singaporean number 13 there. That is Ina Ng. Very well. We have a stoppage in play, and it is half time here. So the score is 8-0 at half time. Teams will swap over. Get amongst it.
There's 4 viewers really dedicated.
5 now. Thank you very much.
When is this game finished? Is this second half? First half. What are you sick with?
Huh?
What are you sick with?
Sink.
Sick with.
Oh, it's just a head cold. Where's Nick?
It's broken now.
Hey? Because his commentary is very faint apparently. Where is that Jack Hopkins? Colds are the end of me.
How's it going?
If you come here, you have to commentate.
Oh, you're kidding
You
me?
have to commentate. Come in here.
No, you have to commentate.
I am commentating.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
It's 5
Yeah,
viewers.
it's
We've got 8 viewers.
8 viewers.
yeah.
But start play.
Nice.
Nice.
Ew, you're sick. I don't want to go.
Yeah, don't come here. Can you get out? I want to commentate with your video.
I want to watch this game. Oh, mate. What? Oh, you actually commentating.
Yeah. I was.
Is it off?
No.
I'm not gonna make that mistake twice.
Jack Hawkins was commentating with me. Gotta find Jack.
It's wet. It's disgusting.
That was Jack.
Yeah.
Jack Hopkins was the.
Frank. The AIDS phone.
Just call him.
Oh. Goosh.
How do you get the volume on?
Are we in second half now?
Hello? I think it's now. I think you can hear me now better. Oh well, what do we got here? So we have a free puck going for the West Australian women. Nice drive across the tray. Not a tray, sorry, in the middle of the pool. Zoe Canavan trying to bring it into the middle so they can drive through the middle. Singaporeans doing a very good job at stopping this, but it is plucked by Zoe Canavan. That is a very good attacking goal there from the West Australian women. I'm actually wearing the headset now instead of talking into it. I don't know. That's better. We've got 9 viewers now. 9 viewers. We've almost hit double digits. So the West Australians have won the strike and decided to go wide, but the Singaporeans have nicely shut that down. And the West Australians decided to give it to the backs, and they've got a bit of space and find a few holes. The Singaporeans have shut that down as well. And are making a little drive here away up in the right-hand side. Oh, they're getting real close. Well defended by the West Australian back there. The Singaporeans fighting nice and hard to try to put that in the tray. Marie flicking straight up the wall. Singaporeans getting a nice clear, and that's going to be a goal for the Singaporeans. Well done. Number... Oh, I can't see a number. Is that 11? Is that 11? Jamie Wedderburn. Jamie Wedderburn. Good goal. Brings the score to 9-1 in favour of the West Australians. Ciao. So West Australians pushing nice and hard for this puck to get into the tray. And there's a big flick coming out there. And that is going in the tray. Well done, whoever flicked that. That was a big flick. Number 9, Claire forward. What more would you expect from Claire? And the Singaporean women are calling a timeout. doing a very well game here from the Singaporeans. The WA women are playing very well also. Obviously pushing in a few more goals than the Singaporeans would like. Let's see what the Singaporeans can, what the coach can tell the Singaporean women here. See what they can bring out after this. It is a goal. A very quick one there from the West Australian women. Sarah Walker scoring that one. It's a bit uncontested there. How is the footage? Is the footage good for the viewers at home? Players commenced again. Sorry, camera work is terrible. Stuck in the middle of the court here. We got a bit of a drive from the Singaporeans on the left side. Big switch here from the West Australian women. Decides to come through the middle. Finds a few gaps. Oh, counteract from the Singaporean women. Nice little drive. 1v2 here. She's doing a very good job. But the West Australian women defend that. Western Australian women starting to drive it up the pool, getting it closer to the centre of the court to maximise the chance of a goal. Singaporean women shutting that down nicely, and they're starting a drive on their own here. Very good work from the Singaporean women, but is shut down by the West Australian women. Oh, bit of a kick there, friendly fire. Still a bit stuck in the middle of the court here, and West Australia, sorry, have a drive happening here, and it is well defended by the Singaporeans. Well done. I didn't see a number on that. There is a stoppage, and it is chopping against West Australia. So Singaporeans have a chance to attack on this. And there's a timeout. Oh yeah, I agree with you. There is a lot of left space on that. Just need to move it more to the right. Where's Nick when you need him? keep thinking for some reason this is an Australian game, seeing the Singaporeans. I'm assuming there's an Australian opposition, but it's West Australian. So we got the Singapore team driving it up the right-hand side. It's getting shut down, I'd imagine. I can't really see, but it's not really moving forward, so I think the Singaporeans are doing a good job at trying to hassle them West Australian backs. West Aussies have a little drive here themselves. Bit hard to see when it gets close to that sign. It's just the cameras don't quite get down. Oh, we've got a drive here from the West Australians. Really well defended. Bit of a double team there from the Singaporeans. Oh, big flick there, Bronwyn McKenzie, and she follows it up, and that's a goal to Bronwyn McKenzie. Well done, Bron. Big flick to the side. Yeah, going for this big switch. Cuts through the middle with a nice swerve. And curl under another crocodile roll. And they're slowly but surely driving it. Zoe Canavan has driven it into the tray. So that is a goal for Zoe Canavan. The Caravan of Courage, as we called Todd last year. Another drive here from the West Aussies. I think West Aussies are not running out of steam. The South Africans, South Africans, my bad. The Singaporeans are constantly under pressure from the WAs. But they shut that one down nicely and take it to the corner. They've got they open it up a bit there again. And Zoe Canavan looking to drive that in. But the Singaporean defended that well, but it pops back out. And that's a goal for Natalie Iredale. Scored that one. But on Nat. And there's a ref's timeout here. Rest timeout, I'm not sure what they're calling. They called it gloving. No goal. Gloving for the West Australians, and the Singaporeans will get a free puck. Big relief for the Singaporeans, I'd say. And they look to suddenly attack that left wall, but it comes across, shut down nicely by the West Australians, and they do this very well. They forwards get it, they swim a bit, curl past their back, and the back just cuts another angle. And we have a goal there. Nice flick from Natalie. Mikhailov puts it in. Claims it. How many viewers do you have? Play just getting caught on this near wall. There's a drive, and the Singaporean couldn't quite hook that out, but there's a goal there. And I think it is number... Oh, no, there's a ref's timeout. Ref's obviously not happy with something. And they've called a goal. Number 9, Claire Forward. I hope I did a bit of lip reading there. West Aussie's going for a bit of a spear play here, doing a very nice job at just attacking the middle of the court. But the Singaporeans do a good job at shutting that down. They came out real hard. Can you move cameras here? Far corner. Yeah. I've just arranged someone to get that camera moved. So what we had there was a Singaporean free puck, and West Australia have counteracted that, and they're on a drive here. Singaporeans are doing a good job of shutting these down. Oh, we got a stoppage in play again here, and that is time. Thank you.
Okay, game 45, Open Elite. We've got Victoria versus Queensland. At the moment, Queensland have got the upper hand, taking it into the corner. Nice flick out of the corner there. Victoria passing it around their team to try and get it towards goals.
Oh, thank you, Sean, for enjoying the commentary. That's fantastic. And Deanna Toit, thumbs up to you as well, and a wink to you, Elton.
Deanne Toit. I've actually got Mike Toit here looking at me through the.
So quite an open game happening here. It's being passed around. Victoria's swimming it back out again.
Massive flick from Bailey. And
Defending well, a nice underbody move, and it's pretty close to the goals. Lucky to be defended. A beautiful flick from the Queensland team. Looks like it's going to be a goal. Confirmed by the referees. Yes, it's a goal.
dangerous flick. Dangerous flick. Is that for Bailey and
Chuck him out, I reckon. Be doing it all day, Ref.
New career for you.
this could be Victoria's chance, Rick.
Canavan there's just giving a warning. Yep, team warning.
That's generous.
Team warning, and it's breaking from Victoria, so it's going to be a West.
It's now half time, so bit of a break while the teams swap ends.
Capitalise on this. What do you think? What's that word? Capitalise. Yes, mate. And you can call the commentary. Lauren.
Good work, Claire. Keep it going.
Alright.
That's the scares.
Quite fun.
Yeah. You just get to talk shit.
Stuck in there.
That's like
Yeah.
just dropping names.
WA back a little bit.
No idea.
Oh, and a nice
Why, mate?
whip.
Get your Tinder out. Have a look.
Bailey is leading from the commentary. And a nice flick into goal.
Could be into Jack, not you, mate. So.
I've been talking the whole time.
How clear does your voice go up there?
And Tom Rees is taking it right out of goal.
There's nothing wrong with the background noise. We got Vic from Queensland. There you go.
Cool. Thank
Victoria.
you.
All right. Thanks.
Thank
guys,
you.
girls.
So looking through the Queensland elite team, we've got a couple of experienced players in there and an import, Liam Watson, originating from New Zealand. Victoria have got a couple of seasoned players in there with Dave Barry McCauley and Reece Crawford and Hamish, originating from Tasmania. They've also got a Colombian in the team with Juan Castano and Todd Canavan, originally from Queensland, so they're a bit of a mixed bag in there. 13 named players. Oh no, that's their cap numbers. So we've got a playing coach with the Victorian team with Reece Quilford, and coach of the Queensland Elite is Sam Thompson and Snow Canavan. Snow being one of the original underwater hockey players in Australia. He's got a long history, and all his family are into the sport.
WA is making a nice defence and keeping it out of their 3 metre D.
Still waiting for the countdown of the half time here.
Back up the wall.
Got Ferno there doing some surface work.
He's coming down low to make a nice defence.
Crack going on there.
It's beautiful weather in Perth today. A little bit windy outside.
Isn't this what you love to see?
30 seconds to go. Commercial radio or something. We've got 5 seconds to go. 2, 1, and they're off. So Queensland wins the strike and flits it out to the right. It's caught up in a bit of a melee here. Looks like a little bit of wall play. So that's Juan Castano swimming it out, and he flicks it right over the boundary. That must be pretty high flick because those boundaries are quite high.
I didn't quite see the call there, but
So that'll be a free puck to Victoria.
And it's going to be a Victorian puck about 5 metres out. Let's see if we can capitalise this and make this 1-2. Tom Robinson here to take note.
Now, had that been a intentional flick, he might have been thrown out, but I think it was accidental by the looks of it. So a flick in towards the tray from the Queensland team. Bit of a melee and a bit of a fight to get it back out again. So one's got the puck again, trying to take it up that right wall.
Oh no, another free puck. It is Hutto. And this is where Mason Gillespie has to leave for the team meeting.
So, Evan Wayne will be stepping it up to be our translator for Taiwanese. All those
So
Taiwanese
Queensland curls on the puck, tries to make it through the Victorian players, but no success there. They closed in too tightly. There's ones and twos on the bottom at the moment, and a bit of a wall game being played into that corner.
Well, I think it's surprising.
It's pretty low, low percentage trying to score from the corner, so the guys will be trying to bring it out and around. The Victorians are holding them out pretty well at this stage. Looks like another call. Not quite sure what that one was for yet.
I think the New South Wales made a very strong impression on the comp and definitely against the WA team as being coming from the underdogs to being
It looks like it's against
today. Hopefully they can keep it up and not be so tired.
against Victoria. So Queensland make another drive at goals. They're closing in on the corner there, but they weren't quite able to get it in the corner of the tray. Victoria again using the wall to assist with their defence. I think that looks like Reece Crawford there.
If the opposite team scores the first few goals.
I think that goes for all teams.
Nice flick towards the centre of the tray there, and Queensland are on the drive and managed to get it into the tray.
And we've lost 2 viewers.
And it's confirmed a goal by the referees. A goal to number 2. So that would be Daniel Russell from the Queensland team. Scores are pretty tight here.
And another 2 viewers gone. We don't lose you all. 40 seconds on the
So a little bit of dirty play there as some guys tussle for the puck heading towards the wall.
make another run at goal. If they can
Victoria's managing to push into their attacking half, trying to get it towards their goal. And it's defended by Queensland, pushed out into the corner again. Plays stationary there for a bit. So Queensland doing a fairly good job at picking up the loose flicks coming towards goal there.
between the WA and Victorian team. Most likely trying to rile each other up, but to what success, I do not know.
Both very passionate teams.
Very passionate teams in them. Ooh, and the Victorian team making a very strong strike. Straight through the middle of the
So that's another free against Victoria.
bringing it onto that left wall. Another drive into corner.
It makes a difference in this pool getting to the bottom early.
WA
They're
team
playing in the
really
3 metres. Some of the states still adjusting to the depth.
next week to find out more.
Victoria make a fast break, nearly out to the wall again.
Parents and supporters on the WA side cheering them on.
Trying to use the wall to keep the puck from being driven up the middle.
Nice defence through
Looks like there was a call against
Tommy Martin.
Victoria again.
Flipping it off to one of the wings. Bringing it back into that centre. Lots of wall work going on here. Nice swim though by the WA forward.
So Queensland are off with the puck, making a bit of ground before flicking towards their forwards.
Cover their puck.
Looks like Reece going for the puck there again.
Dylan Ferno going into backup at current
So Queensland using some skills to try and drive towards the tray again. They're all there to support each other at the moment. Victoria successfully defending that drive, but unable to make much ground up the pool at this stage. Again, moving into that corner and up the wall.
There's been a call, and it looks like it is against
They seem to be
the
getting it out to the
Victorian
corner fairly well and up to one of their players, but not being able to make much ground up the middle of the pool or up the wall. So Victoria in possession, heading towards their goal. They're in their attacking half again. Making some ground, getting close to their goals. Now they're all down in numbers and they managed to put it into the tray. That's a goal for Victoria.
team. Being pushed out by the Victorian team.
There's a lot of stretching in this game.
Lots of switching from both teams. It's very impressive. And the Victorian team making a push up the wall, but being counteracted by the WA team.
Looks like that might have been number 10, Roy Trumbull, putting that in the tray. It's a bit hard to tell.
You commentate now, game. Which Roy Trumbull?
He might be playing for both teams. Is he playing in the elite? Yeah. Is he not playing at the moment? Oh, he's sitting out. It was not Roy Trumbull who got that goal. Apparently he's playing in the game over the over the other pool. Playing two divisions. It's always hard for these juniors who are playing double games. Luckily they've got youth and fitness on their side.
WA team, but slightly defended by the Victorian. Seems like our curls, and there looks like there's a lost bat. And a nice defence by Lisa. Bailey flicks it back in, and Roy Trumbull.
So it's a timeout counting down here. Refs are back to their side with their hands up. 10 seconds to go.
And it looks like it's been put in. And that's a goal for the WA team.
Victoria winning, Queensland winning the strike, heading towards goals. They're down in numbers. Victoria managed to make some ground, getting it off them. They're heading back to that wall again. A lot of this game seems to be on the right wall.
Just capitalise on those drives that they're making. I'm certain they can make a definite dent in this game.
This is their sub-bench side, so it may be a strategy to try and play a bit defensively. So Queensland making the drive through the middle, busting it off the wall, coming up towards goals, but scooped off by the Victorian back, and it's been a call against Queensland.
Strike off by Aiden Toit. Victoria keeping it within that middle half, but it's moving back into the Victorians' defensive half. Corner.
Refs have their hands up and they're into play again. Victoria taking the puck. Looks like they were trying to get Queensland to break then by doing a bit of a dummy over the puck. But it looks like none of the Queenslanders fell for it. Victoria in numbers on the tray, but so far Queensland are managing to hold it off. But another call. That was a goal, must have crept in the corner there. So another goal to Victoria. That will even the score back up to 4-4. It's a tight game.
And we're off again. Victoria taking a free against them right near their goal trades. Could not be good signs for them. WA making
So timeout.
put in the goal.
Timeout called to Queensland.
And another
So the teams will be sucking in the air and making the most of the break.
It's really difficult at this point in a match when you're losing 4-0 to keep up your team morale and keep up the passion for the sport. Of course, if they just keep up their defense.
So time remaining is 5 minutes and 48 seconds.
more offensive forward line to take in those goals really make a difference. We still have 8 minutes. Enough time for Victoria to make a strong comeback. Strong strike by the Victorian team. They're really carrying up the speed.
Victorians do have quite a strong backline, don't they? With a lot of positive.
It's 14 seconds to
Oh,
go.
it looks like there was almost a goal there by one of the. Looks like Lisa
9 seconds to go.
WA is trying extremely hard to keep it out of there.
The refs all getting back in position and putting up their arms. One ref caught in the middle.
Roy Trumbull has made attempts to put it into goals.
It's a flick by the by the Queensland team, caught by the Victorians. Bit of a melee in the middle. Looks like Victorians gained possession, flicking it out to the left wing. The right wing making a drive, and they're back on the wall. It's Victoria trying to drive it up the left-hand wall this time.
Goal from Roy Trumbull. Fantastic work there.
Queensland will be looking to try and pull it off the wall and bring it back into the centre.
7.5 minutes in this game. Do you think Victorians?
Oh, big! There was another call there.
They just showed us down. They definitely can. If they just keep it going strong up the middle and really utilising their attacking.
Looks like there's someone being put in the sin bin, so this will make some changes to the game.
Oh, little Blakey Jensen-Zack.
So that's a Queensland player that's put in the bin. Number 9, that would be Andre Londono. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's a bit hard to tell from here what exactly occurred to get him put into the bin. But this will make it a little bit harder for Queensland for the next few minutes until he's back in the pool. So, Victoria trying very hard to bring it out through the middle there. Queensland managed to just swim it off their stick. And a beautiful swerve. And is another flick towards goal, just landing a little bit short, being picked up by the Victorian back and pushed out to the left-hand side. Looks like it might have been one who picked the puck up there, one being particularly conspicuous with his long hair.
If they band together, I'm certain they can triumph off each other.
Alright, stuck on the wall again, but there's only 1s and 2s on the bottom, so it could go either way fairly quickly from here. There's another call. Call against Queensland, who still only have 5 in the water. They're doing a good job holding it in their attacking half. Putting the extra time in while they're missing a player, no doubt.
As you can see on the Victorian side, look at them. They look extremely tired.
Timeout. Timeout being called by the Victorian side.
The WA team, Bailey Neer, giving them a good talking to. Looking very
2 Queenslanders now in the bin. Number 10. Liam Watson has been placed in the bin. So it looks like number 9, Andre, is about to get back in and Liam is in the bin. So Victoria doing it hard with only 5 players in the water. Again, not being over on that far wall, it's a bit hard to tell what actually occurred to get another player put in the bin. But Queensland aren't making it easy for themselves.
5 seconds.
Liam Watson is selling some underwater hockey gear over this tournament. He makes some good gloves, and I think he supplies a range of other underwater hockey gear.
There's not much in this. WA and Victoria are fighting it out. Victoria's making a bit of ground. Making it up that left wall.
So they're all down early for the free, waiting for the siren. It finally goes.
Keeping off that Casey.
So Victoria had it. Now there's a bit of another melee in the middle. Queensland clear it around. Nice switch and flick. But they're faced with a wall of Victorian.
Had her in an alleyway. She's making a lot of big dents in that.
2 minutes remaining in this game. So Liam Watson's still sitting in the sin bin, but number 9 is back in the water. So at least they still have 5 in, not 4. So Victoria moving towards the tray again, capitalising on the extra players that are out of the water from the Queensland side, and they scored.
Goal and a nice flick and nice positioning.
It looks like
Been advantage playing.
Unsure who managed to score that one.
Coach Gino making a real attempt to convey those defense.
But with only 1 minute and 50 seconds to go, it will be hard for Queensland to try and fight their way back to a win from this game, especially with one player still sitting in the bin.
WA making a strong defence. It looks like it's being driven back up to that left corner by the Victorian team. Off that ball and bringing it to the centre.
And they're off again, coming back towards the strike.
I think WA is
Oh.
really benefiting from
Queensland player missing the puck there, but another teammate coming through. Victoria fighting for it.
Yeah, of course. They're able to come back in defence, and I think that's where the defence is so strong here. Is that their forward line
Queensland player taking it into the centre.
and then drive it
It's a little undeliberate free hand there. Oh, Victoria managing to intercept a pass there and head towards goals. But there's a call against Victoria prior to that run being made. Looks like Liam Watson is back in the water. 30 seconds to go. Can they score another goal?
WA team clears it out, and that's Tommy Mars making extremely good work what he does.
Queensland trying hard to capitalise. They've got it in their attack. Oh, and they managed to flick it in from the side. This in the last 15, no goals.
Ooh, that looks like a dangerous flick over. It hasn't been
Oh, looks like it might have been called as a gloving call. No goal.
strong attack by one of the Victorian backliners. Puck has left his back.
And Victorians getting very, very
Starting the game again with only a few seconds left to play.
Has been called
That'll be a bit of a disappointment to the Queensland team that they didn't have that goal allowed. It's back in the corner. This is probably a plan by Victoria to hold it there for the last few seconds. And that's time.
I'm not sure if Victoria will be able to make it back.
Wrapping up that game.
At least get a few more goals to this field. Strong defense, keep it on their team's side.
That was quite fun. But if they're playing in bed,
WA is trying to clear it out,
he picked it up.
successfully clearing it out, but then being cut off by a big Tom
Yeah,
Allen.
he must have.
And a big drive by the WA team. This could be a goal. And it looks like they were too fast. That was a WA goal, runaway goal. To number 10. Not number 10. Fantastic goal to anyone who that was. Whoever that was.
Once again, the forwards really doing a good job.
Can I just say something? If you use this live stream, make sure to leave a like and comment down below. And also subscribe.
That's right, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, this new camera system has been working fantastically. I think it's a really good way to get the viewers to have another look at underwater hockey. Ooh, and a strong swimming flick by the Victorian centre. Really making that drive, desperate drive down the centre to make that last goal in 30 seconds. Oh, and the WA back clearing it out. Strong flick down the right wall.
Fairly in there, playing fullback. Seems like he's always in game.
you though.
I'm just gonna watch over your shoulder and watch the game.
I was at 1.
So everyone's alright. When you know what it is in here? It's literally just following the puck on the screen, and the cameras are numbered, and you just hit the button where the puck's got to be.
The puck's got to be.
Oh, where you just follow the.
Well, or
game.
follow the page. Yeah.
Because I don't follow the game, but I can do it. I'll be live with it. I just can't watch the game.
Yeah, but no. It is a better view, I reckon, seeing it in here.
Yeah. Just sit here. Come on. Sit here.
You're on commentary.
You're in commentary. this camera when it gets into this corner. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
This camera here,
Yeah.
right, when it gets into this corner, it was awesome before. Like Nick Barry's head's like, all squished up it. How'd you go, mate? Unlucky, I think. Yeah. What's that?
I can be a better playing away from that.
This is the thing, like with that, there was like nearly a minute,
Mm-hmm.
and the chief refs aren't calling time off.
Oh no.
Right, so stay here for a sec. All you got to do is watch the cameras down the bottom in terms of changing it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, that's easy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Jump in that chair. this is working, the microphone. Second half about to start. We've got Tasmania in white, New South Wales in black. 1-1. Tassie coming back from a bit of a hard game up against WA as their second game of the day and into their third game. And we've got New South Wales, which have been playing pretty strong the whole tournament. And so we're off on the strike. And we've got, trying to have a look in here, our cameras have been knocked around a little bit today, unfortunately. But it's going over to the far wall. New South Wales seem to have a bit of control at the moment. We've changed to camera 5. So we've got a bit of a free puck here. It's against New South Wales. And we're not too sure what it is. So hopefully we've got more than just Flo watching at home. I think we've got hopefully a little bit more than you Flo. Anyway, so Tassie are restarting here, keeping it in the middle of the pool, getting it up to their forwards, and they seem to have a bit of a drive going there. But New South Wales have defended well and have started to take it straight back down that same route. Tassie received it onto Cullum there, Cullum Wishart at the back. And he's battling hard for the puck. That's a good little tussle there, but unfortunately lost the puck, and we've now into our blind spot. But it's a free puck for Tasmania for chopping by New South Wales. So Tasmania will look to really get a couple of goals on New South Wales in this second half. I want to finish the day on a high. In saying that, I think New South Wales are quite keen to try and get one over Tassie as well. So there should be a good another second half. So I've got it again. I've got New South Wales in coming through the middle. I think there was Nick Barra. Got a bit of advantage being played by the referee, which has just come down there. So it's across the far side of the pool. New South Wales still in control. No, it's just been taken off by Tassie, and that's being called up. So likely this is going to be against Tasmania. It is. So Arnie, the ex-Australian coach, now one of the referees for the tournament, calling that one. So New South Wales will look to probably attack the goal tray from this far out. So pass seemed to be knocked down by Tasmania and taking it to that far wall. Not that many numbers down, people kind of chilling out, but a nice little drive there from New South Wales, stopped quickly by Tassie. And now New South Wales are going to try and look for a bit of a gap and trying to attack that goal tray. Through the middle, couldn't really get it to the forwards, and Tassie have seemed to have absorbed that one and back onto that far wall. Oh, bit of a mistake there, big flick into the goal, not quite on the edge of the tray. Someone's going to be feeling disappointed about that one just not making it in. So again, a lot more aggression there. I think that's Emmanuel, one of the Colombian under-23 players who stuck around in Sydney after Worlds about 6 months ago. One of the keepers. So not a break there. We've got another free puck. Just wait to see what the call is. Referee's hands haven't gone up yet. It's against Tassie again for chopping. No, not chopping, or whatever it is. It's against Tasmania. Similar position to the last free puck. New South Wales would be expected to get down early to take this one. A little bit of a slide pass. Tassie have the numbers on the bottom to hold it out, and it's back over to that far wall. Good little drive there by Tassie to get out of the defensive third into the middle of the pool, but New South Wales have got it again. They're searching. They don't really have the numbers on the bottom. We've got another call. I think this will be going against New South Wales. It is. A few subs happening. What's the call? So we've got a ref timeout about to start. Will they make up their minds about what the call is, I'm guessing? it's just a player taking a sub. We do have a player in the sin bin, number 4, Emmanuel, who we were just talking about before. He's ended up in the sin bin, not too sure what it's for or how long he's in there for. We'll soon find out in about a minute if he's got any more time. So 6 for Tasmania, 5 for New South Wales. Let's see what Tassie can do here to put a bit of pressure on and get the lead back here. So well defended by the New South Wales players there, taking it to the near wall, near their sus bench. Tassie have picked it up, looking for a bit of an opening. Got a nice view there. So we've got numbers on the bottom, going to drive it in, and that's a good little goal there. Well done, a nice forwards goal. Both forwards got on the bottom, really drilled that back, helped them basically swim it into the tray for them. Not too sure, the refs don't seem to have notified who actually scored the goal. Yeah. So we're now up 2-1. In fact, it seems that there's a player from Tasmania that's sitting in the sin bin as well. So Tassie have got 5 in the water. Missed that one. They sit this white stick sin bin sits behind the scorer's bench. So we've got Connor Munnings in the sin bin. He play with you and one of the under 23 players, Marco?
Yeah, one of the under 23.
So we've got Marco Polo, as he's commonly known, here on the switching, changing the cameras. If there's any camera requests, send them through. Live on Facebook. I'm sure Flo's got a few favourites. So here we go. Nice little tussle here. Nick Barry's complaining to the referee, but it's play on. Doesn't seem to be a call at all happening. Our players are still in the sin bin, so it must have been in there for 2 minutes, and it's going to gradually seem like they're just going to look to see where the best place to swim it out in. But not really any numbers on the bottom here, and New South Wales are going to make a bit of a break and get a bit of pressure off them. So a lot of one-on-one contests. Bringing it wide from the New South Wales there. Nice little break. So we can get in camera 5. And it's going to be shut down by that end wall by the looks of it. So good little defence by Tassie. But New South Wales looking to spread the puck around their backs. Shut down. But they found a little gap along the wall. And they'll try and get some numbers in there. Both teams back to full strength. So we should see someone ripping in there and with a 2-minute sub, as they like to refer to the sin bin. So packed in the corner, got a few New South Wales players on the bottom. They'll look to drive along the back wall. And again, it's been well defended by Tasmania. Oh, we've got some goal hungry. Oh, so just a numbers game there. No goal actually, no goal. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be against New South Wales, I'm sure. For that to be a no goal. Or the refs are talking to both teams. So New South Wales did commit all the players to the tray there, a lot of players to the tray. They seem the Tassie players had hit the surface. So we'll see what the call's going to be here. So they're looking to kick someone out. 2 minutes, so we've got someone for a dangerous flick. So we'll soon see when they get into the sin bin chair what's going on, and New South Wales taking this ref's time out to have a quick sub. So what you can't see on the surface is that the refs are still having a chat about what needs to happen. That's the reason we've stopped the clock. So the refs can get it sorted, then play can continue. So we've got... What's going on here? It seems it's another dual sin binning. So So we've got a New South Wales player who's just made it into the sin bin for 2 minutes. And we can't quite see the number yet. Got number 4. So it looks like that. No, that's not Fabio. Looks like that's a Mar. Possibly a Mars in the sin bin. So we've got Advantage Park, Tasmania. So we've got a bit of a drive down the wall there. Looks like they've come in now close to the corner. And we've got another call by the referees and gloving. Oh, excuse me. So we've got gloving here by one of the Tasmanian players. Referees obviously got a better view of the wall than what we do to see those gloving fouls. Normally someone just gets a little bit too excited about a bit of free space and decides to ram it down the wall with their glove instead of the stick. So free puck for New South Wales, they've taken it quickly, put it back onto the wall. But Tassie have defended that pretty well and whipped it around pretty quickly. But New South Wales are up to that plan. Now we've got a bit of a battle going on the far wall, but still Tasmanians seem to have a little bit of control. No, back to New South Wales. Nice little tackle there in open water. And now we've got one of the white players coming off the wall. Looks like a forwards. No. Looked like a big solid tackle there by one of the New South Welshmen to stop that swim by one of the Tasmanian forwards. So back onto that far wall, getting towards the corner. Should look to see a little bit of a reset here by the Tasmanians. And we won't see that because we've got a player going to the sin bin. 2 minutes. So we've got 2 players out. So we've got Amar is out. He's still out from his previous infringement. And it looks like we've got Emmanuel back out as well. So a couple of fines there for the boys. So Amar is hopping back in. So when this play restarts, Amar will be back in. So New South Wales will be back to 5. All the numbers on the bottom. Look to see this driven into the goal tray. Let's see if we can get camera 8 possibly. No. Stop. Goal. No, penalty goal is being called. Penalty goal. We're not too sure what for. So it seems number 5 for New South Wales being... Oh, I was looking at the wrong one before. Number 5 is Alex Barnes. How do you say his last name? Keegan? Alex Barnes Keegan maybe? Oh no, he's on the sideline, so it can't be number 5. Hold on, it's not a penalty goal. What's going on? No, one ref's got his hands up saying a goal. But the other 2 obviously is not a goal. So we've got a New South Wales free puck. And we've got a Tasmanian in the sin bin. Maybe it's number 5 for Tasmania.
That was Connor Munnings again.
Oh, Connor Munnings again. So it seemed like the referees on the surface seemed like someone had decided to chuck their chest in the way of the puck. You can't do that intentionally. The puck has got to hit your stick. It can't hit your body. And you definitely can't intentionally put your body in the way of that puck. So a bit of play in the middle of the pool. Got Lyndon Reeve walking around the pool deck for any Americans who are logged in. One of the San Francisco South African players who's playing for Queensland. So back to the game here. We're back in the middle of the pool. Looks like that might be Gary there with a bit of free space. He just dished it off to his half there on the wall. And they've got a nice little move going and a bit of open water there. Tasmanians have got some numbers on the bottom to shut that down. We've got a sub coming in, or maybe that was the sin bin. Nope, someone's still in the sin bin. But they've got a good swim going here. And it's slowed down a little bit, but they've got the numbers there, so let's see what they can do. If they can cut it back in, nice curl, there we go. Onto the back, nice flick and chase. Is it going to get in? Nice goal. A well worked goal all the way, goal tray to goal tray. So it was really nice play, cycling around, looking for some open water, swimming hard into it, a nice curl. Fortunately with the puck it bobbed a little bit for him, but allowed the halfback to come through. Nice big flick, and he got some support to knock it into the goal. So Tasmania are going to use that to call a timeout. Try and pump up the boys, give them a bit of a breather. So, looking at who's lined up on the walls here, we're 5 on 5. Looks like Emmanuel for New South Wales is about to hop back in the water, possibly off the strike. So once that puck is touched, he will be back in the water. And if that's Connor, is that Connor sitting out, Marco?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Connor is still out for Tasmania. Doesn't seem like he's going to get back in yet. He's still just hanging out, talking to the scoring desk. He may have a few more seconds more than Emmanuel before he gets back in. And so we're on the strike again. So we can get a view. Number 5 maybe. What's that? That's not really going to work, is it? Leave that up to Marco. I'll stop taking over his job. So nice strike there by the Tasmanians. They've worked it down into the New South Wales far corner. They look to cycle this around the backs expectantly. We got here. Yeah, that's a Tassie play getting in, so both teams back to 6. So we've got some white caps coming down to the bottom now. Start moving into some space. Looks like it's starting to develop now. A bit of a drive, but no, is it going to pop out? It has popped out. Nice big flick there. Can they get some support? It's in the goal. So a little bit of patience there when New South Wales tried to hold on to it. We've got a goal. We've got some shaking heads in the New South Wales bench. But that was well done by Tassie. They made that big effort off the strike. Reset when it got into the corner and got some numbers on the bottom. And we've got a timeout being called by Big Gary the Gorilla, the captain and the coach of the New South Wales team, calling a timeout. So we've got 2 minutes to go after this timeout. Last time, I put my feet in there. You know, sometimes when you put your feet like behind yourself in a chair and your hamstring cramps when you like try and move to get up, and I was just like, oh shit. So good pump up talk going on in the New South Wales timeout. They've all come over to the goal. Probably been read the riot act. They've been playing well for the majority of this game, and I'm sure they'll look to get another goal to end day 2 of this Nationals on a bit of a higher note. So we've got the strike. So picked up by New South Wales, driven straight through the guts, and it's gone off onto that far wall. And numbers on the bottom, trying to punch it through a few players there. It's getting onto that back wall, but there's still numbers there from Tassie. Bit of a wrestle. Oh, nice little save there. Good. No, it seems to have been popped in. So obviously goal. Yep, we've got a goal. So obviously the pep talk by Gary has worked. 30 seconds after their timeout, they've done well off the strike, taken it through and scored a nice quick goal. They seem to have 5 players in the subs bench, but they've sorted that out. So both teams 6 on 6 with 1 minute to go.
6 on 6.
Oh, 6 on 6 with 60 seconds. New South Wales winning the strike again, but Tassie have picked that up pretty quick. Moving around, looking for some space. Got Cullum there, working it up back to his forward. A nice little 1-2. Tassie have stopped it. Bit of a straight arm swim there, but lucky to retain possession of the puck. They've recycled it into the middle, looking for another bit of a drive here. Tassie just need to keep some numbers on the bottom. Waiting for ref. Every ref call in, I think, the last 2 minutes, we get a stopped clock. So that's against New South Wales. So chopping for that one. I think Tasmania will be looking to seal up this game. I think we've got maybe about 30 seconds to go, 45 seconds to go. I think if they get a sniff of the goal, they'll try and get their 5th goal. There we go, 39 seconds. Lots of players down there going to the wall. Lots of numbers. We've got Simon Talbot in there getting his head in the way. And moving out into the middle of the pool. Got a little bit of acrobatics there. Someone getting sideways. And there we go. A bit of excitement from the last 2 minutes. So who's that? Jack Big Hook. Looks like it. And so that's the game. 5-2, Tasmania over New South Wales. So at the end of day 2 is also the end of the round robin, the first round of the round robin, I should say, for the elite men. And so I think WA have made their way through it unbeaten, with putting some big scores up on teams and not many goals against. So they'll be sleeping easy tonight. Tasmania, I would say, are in 2nd place after this result here, with the 4 wins and the 1 loss to WA. And then I think we'll have New South Wales 1 in 3rd spot after they just pipped Victoria yesterday afternoon by a goal in the last minute to win 2-1. So they'll be sitting in 3rd. And 4th we'll have Victoria, who had just beat in a very tight game before this one Queensland. And then Queensland in 5th, and New South Wales 2 sitting in 6th place. So I think we've got one more game today. I'm not too sure who's going to be switching or commentating, but it's WA versus New South Wales 2.
Alrighty. Welcome all those who are joining us on the live stream. We have WA versus New South Wales B. So the second team from New South Wales. And just about to get started here. Got 10 seconds. You doing? Cameras?
Yeah, I think I'm just waiting for the first half.
I don't even know what I should be talking about.
If you want to pause it here, just
So it looks like here that we've got WA making an aggressive drive right down to the attacking corner. Taking it out. It's been clear. There has been a foul called. Looks like a gloving foul against New South Wales B. So we're setting up back behind the line. That the two in-water refs will draw, and then the third ref making sure everyone else is ready to drop down. Down they go. You can see WA players down early. New South Wales pushing out. It slid through. That looks like it has gone into the tray. They've got 1, 2, 3 refs have called it. It is a goal for WA. 2 minutes into the game. Strong start. They are the leading team, the team to beat. Have not dropped a single game as of yet. This is the final game of the first round robin here at the men's division, and then they go back through in a reverse round robin. So they'll actually play the same team again tomorrow morning, and then run through the whole round robin. See them coming in again. Another drive. Across to New South Wales sub-bench. Will they be able to hold it there? Might get some fresh legs in, but they have only just started up fresh. WA have taken possession again. Taking it out and across. A cheeky little flick through there. It looks like it. Oh, it has made it all the way into the tray. And it's another goal by WA. All refs are ready. It's a quick start off here. We have WA getting to the puck first. They're taking it right away from the camera side. Drive, a strong drive down. Looks like 4 players on the bottom. It's curled into the middle. Another drive through. WA just not quite. Sorry, New South Wales not quite getting the stick on the puck onto their stick and being able to swim it out. WA maintaining possession. It's a big flick through. Looks like it's gone straight into the tray. They've got one ref definitely giving a goal to. Yep, they've all given it a goal. And see, it was a tight curl and then Powerful flick. Straight through where the original New South Wales players were. Managed to get out and around. Players reset. Strike is being taken. Looks like New South Wales B got there first. It's got stuck in the middle. It's a bit of a ball. There's a powerful drive going on here. We've got 3. Oh, New South Wales managed to clear it. It's flicked back into the middle and WA regained possession. Keeping it controlled, keeping it calm. They don't have too much flustered sort of speed. They're just keeping it collected. That's a loose flick right into the middle there. They have managed to get a contested pass as both players dropped on at the same time. And again, another one straight through. No clear winner, but WA have snuck it out again. That will be their 4th goal. 4th goal in 5 minutes. They are well on top in this game. And looks like Ben Stepkovic is joining me here in the commentating studio. And I just know he's going to provide some quality banter for the live stream itself. We've got Marco walking past. He's given us the okay. I've got now Ben on my cameras. Ben, do you know how to work the cameras, mate?
Mate, I'll figure it out. Like, it's only 4 buttons, so I can't go too wrong.
Only 4 buttons. Hopefully he can manage that. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's another strike again. The puck would be at camera 8 or 6, 5, sorry. There we go. We can see again a very familiar drive for WA here. 4 players down, straight through the middle. A big launch flick. It almost looks like a rinse and repeat from before. Almost an exact replay, but I promise that was a reset of a puck. That was a goal in less than a minute. I think they put that one in about 50 seconds, I'd say. 50 seconds, and they got that goal in. I'm not quite sure who the goal scorer was. It's a little hard to see from here in the commentary box. Not sure if you picked that one up, Benny.
Nah, mate, I'm too busy watching these cameras, mate.
Oh, he's very, very determined on the cameras. He's got his 4 buttons, ready to press them at any moment. Any moment, he's ready to strike.
All these has-beens like Dave Lambert and Simon Talbot would move in front of the commentary box. We could see the rest.
See a little bit more what's going on. That's good. That's a nice camera view. I like that one. Oh, here they come out and around. They're going to switch it. No, back through the middle again. It's aggressive 45. You can just see the numbers from WA. New South are matching them at the moment. But it's when the players go up. That's when it becomes the absolute be-all and end-all when it gets to those drives at the tray. It's who can stay down. Oh, that was a big flick. There was 2 on the tray, but I think they missed the knockdown. 1 ref's giving it a yes. 2, 3. It's been a goal. I think it's number 14, maybe? Who's number 14? We do have a list here. It'd be David Sutcliffe. A veteran of the sport, some would say. We've got little Matt McCartney having a little look through. No, he's making sure that we stick to our exact gameplay. We know what we're doing here.
Have you seen McCartney in the commentary box yet, Barnesy?
I have not seen him in the comment box.
McCartney, he loves to chat.
The sultry tones of McCartney. I'm sure he could.
Moneybags. Connor Munnings walking past the box, giving us a glare. He got sent out twice in that game for 2 minutes.
It's definitely his dangerous flick as well. Oh, that was a powerful drive. Did you see that? No one could match the speed there. That's been a goal. It was number 2, Josh McKenzie, taking that one. It did not look like Josh McKenzie, though, on camera. Yeah, it certainly was not Josh McKenzie. I don't know. Maybe it was 12. Who we got? Maybe Jamie North. That sounds more likely. It looked a bit more like Jamie North. Yes. I'm not sure if we have. So, convincing lead into the first half of the first half. They're up 7-0, WA elites. Absolutely on fire. They're maintaining possession well. The powerful 45 drives. Curl and resets all the way to the goal tray. That's a smooth little bit of play from number 3 there. Dave Kennedy. Beautiful little bit that the American here for the Nationals, the Australian Nationals. foreign ring-in, some would say. Yeah, it's another swim across the pool. They've got the numbers, they've got the drive, and it looks like at the moment they're going to be scoring close to. I don't know. Do you reckon New South Wales will be able to?
It's about a goal a minute at the moment.
yeah.
What? Not even 8 minutes in the game.
Yeah.
A goal a minute.
A goal a minute. Are they going to get to the reclaimed 30? 30 goals. I don't think it's been done at Australian Nationals in many years.
We run out of, because we're not using flipboards, we run out of numbers.
No, we would. Those little strikes would just completely fill up the page. Just be an inky mess. We wouldn't even know what's going on. The reset. Coming down. That is a lovely angle. Look at that. Oh, there's just a whole bunch of flippers. You can't really see what's going on. There's another powerful drive. It's a lot of underbody work at the moment. There has been a foul called. What have we got? Maybe some of that underwater was resulted in a advantage puck to New South Wales. I think that might be the first one that's gone their way this half. Hands are up. That player's dropping down. Big launch through by, I believe that's Rachel for New South Wales. The only female in the Elites division this year. That's a... Oh, that one's managed to be stopped, that drive, but it has been wrapped around. Oh, and it's driven out again. I believe that's Fabio. Fabio and up against... I'll be able, by the end of this, I'm sure I'll have everyone's names down pat. We've got Tommy Miller. That's beautiful work by the Tommy Miller. Coming through. Rachel Bell looks like she's cleared it out again. And then we have Fabio, the Italian import. An Italian stallion. Making a bit of a drive up the wall there. Lovely bit of play. You can see Gav Wise is going up for some air, as he likes to do, rarely. Moves across the pool. They have managed to quell the old goal onslaught. They've definitely held them out for a good 2 minutes now. Solid play by New South Wales B. You see Tommy Miller there again, getting the pass away. Big flick through. Are they going to try the drive? It's looking like it's staying in the middle for now. Here we go. There's a powerful drive and flick, but it was stopped, but that's what you do. You make sure juniors look at that. Chase your flicks. You'll get more goals than you'd even believe. If you didn't.
Now, if you look at this camera, you might get a good glimpse of maybe some good abs on top of the screen. There's the players swim across the thing. There's Reece Milburn, good rig there.
Oh my gosh, a lovely rig.
Blink and you'll miss it, but lovely rig. And if you're very lucky, Tom Miller, who's been slip-slop slapping in preparation for the comp, his glistening body, getting a bit of tan, ready for Prezzo.
Very silky player, very smooth. Can absolutely slip past most defenders, even the attackers. Slip right into the goal tray. Oh no, they're going in. We've got extra commentators. We did not ask for these, but here we go.
Yeah, you commentate that game, guys. It's under 15s, they need you.
No, I gotta get food.
Well, they said they were coming in to commentate. Well, they didn't. But they decided to come for food instead.
What I want to know is where Alex Barnes-Keegan was in our recent game against New South Wales 1. We were very much hoping to see him.
Oh, and then
Questions being raised if there was perhaps a disciplinary issue because Barnesy, no doubt, is in the best 10 players.
We'll have to see that one tomorrow. There will be the rematch. Tas v New South Wales A. It is the game to watch, I'd say. Yeah. The game to watch for next week. And
Sorry, it's too wet. It's a dry area, Nick. Just Hastings shampoo. Thank you, boys. See you tomorrow morning.
Alright, see you tomorrow morning. That was some of the Tasmanian boys. Happy after their win over New South Wales A. And got another strong drive. Oh, it has been stolen there. That was a cheeky little steal off the New South Wales player. I believe that was Rachel again, but she pushed it back underneath the body, and I think that it ended up with WA. Oh no, it's still contested. It is contested.
Go Wang.
There we go. Wang has the puck. He's passed it off to... Oh, I need my... Over to Eric. Eric had the puck for a bit there. And, get your hand off my name list. It's the only thing that I can be able to tell these players apart. If I get a quick catch of the number, I'll be able to shout out the names. We're getting a little bit better at picking up who's who, but it's still quite tricky. Visibility isn't fantastic at the moment. We've got a little bit cloudy as the day rolls on. Is it really 6:40? It is 6:40 here in Perth. Be 9:40 over in Eastern Australia. And oh, that looks like another one has gone through. That'll be taken just before the end of the first half. Oh, true, not in Queensland. Queensland are only 2 hours behind. It'll only be 8:40. Prime viewing time.
Queensland, don't want to fade the curtains. So
Yeah.
daylight.
Can't confuse the sheep. They did manage to sneak that goal in. Just in the last, I think it was 12 seconds they put it into the bin. That's a beautiful little bit of play. That is a quite amazing 10-0. 10-0 at halftime. Not quite a goal a minute. Not quite what I was after. I really thought that today would be the day that we'd see the 30-0, but at the moment they're going to be struggling. What do you reckon, Benny? It's a very hard one to come back from here to get to 30.
If I was Mike Gillespie, you know, this second half, obviously they got a good lead. They want to work on their structure and formation and play rather than chase easy goals that might come about. They want to play the structure and preparation for a tough game tomorrow. Tough day tomorrow. They want to play some of the top teams again.
There's a lot of noise here in our commentating box. I hope you can still hear our limited commentation. That's not a word. Limited commentary. Concentrated. Committed commentary. You feeling queasy at me? I'm feeling queasy. I'm feeling a little bit ill. I just need some water.
Young Jack Hopkins, young Evan Wayne stepping up here from the under-19s, doubling up, playing in this division again against some of the best players in Australia. So just hoping nobody injures them for we've got a big game tomorrow in the under-19s. Got Vic and Tassie. At the moment, Tassie and us are both undefeated in under-19s. So we had a good win today. Beat both the WA teams, WA girls.
Oh, did Vic win as well?
Oh no, Vic had lost.
Oh, so who were the top teams in the junior?
New South Wales and Tassie.
New South Wales and Tassie. Oh, okay. It was a sneaky little win for the New South Wales juniors over the WA.
I was coaching at the time, so I didn't watch the game, and I got out and they were 1-3-2.
Yeah, it was without the help of Coach Ben.
Yeah, without the help of Coach Ben. So I think we're going to tomorrow is Eden's just going to
Super Coach Eden. Yeah, it was subbed in.
Keep coaching for us, and I'll just sit in the stands.
Look, we should probably be talking about New South Wales B here and WA, but it was a little plug. Of course, we need to make sure that you are watching all games. All games for the Australian Nationals. The juniors, as Ben would say, are the up-and-coming future for hockey, so we are always behind them. And it is a very tight competition. I would say it's the tightest competition for the under-19 juniors in living memory.
Yeah, living memory.
At least since I've been.
We've been around, since 2009, 2010-ish.
Yeah, and that's...
Nationals, and it's good to see the sport growing, tough, close competition. It's great, you used to get all these drubbings. I used to remember getting smashed 20-0 by, your team, Barnsley, back in the under...
Yeah, back in the under-19s. Yeah.
It's good to see everybody's developed, and each state's doing good work with their junior development and developing some high-quality players.
Looks like it's the start of the second half here. Streaming in, both teams. Not quite sure who made it there first. It was very close, very contested. I just realised if I flip the microphone around, we might be able to speak both into it a lot more clearly, because I feel like it might be a bit directional and is getting nearly all of my voice and hardly any of yours. Let's try that. I reckon if we have something like that, we'll be able to pass it across a little bit easily.
Oh, oof. Good flick there.
I got a little bit confused. I thought New South Wales had just put one away. Unfortunately not. I believe that is WA again. Within 40 seconds, maybe even less. I reckon 35 seconds, and they've managed to put in a goal. That is quite impressive.
Yeah, there was good, good tussle there for the strike and Hayden around the middle of the pool there, but then they got a little bust away. Just they're committing numbers is what they're very good at, playing open hockey, and when they got a chance, they got numbers there to support.
So it's a slightly shorter court than normal, but it is in 3 metres, so you've got to take both of those things into account. And you do have to get through 6 players to get to the goal. So maybe a quick player could do maybe 25 metres in 12 seconds with their flippers, but then you've got to go through a whole team of 6. So to get a goal within those 30 seconds within 12 seconds is virtually impossible. You would have to bowl them out of the way, essentially. And to get through the full team of 6 within 30 seconds is quite the achievement. I think the highest scoring game I've ever seen might have been a 26-0. I don't believe I've ever seen a 30-0. It is almost impossible. But in theory, it can be done quite easily because you've got your 30 seconds to score a goal, 30 seconds of reset time. You've got a little bit of leeway in the final minutes of the game when the clock is paused in a final. That is. I don't believe we're doing that in these round-robin games. I don't.
Only for free pucks, I think. When the refs pull up something, then the clock stops. But yeah.
And obviously a timeout. There's a minute that both teams get, even though one team calls it at an opportune moment for them. And here we go, resetting. There was a foul there. I didn't quite see what happens. Out and around. It's a flick out wide. I think they've managed to maintain possession, but looks like WA. Oh, there's powerful numbers there. It looks like they could nearly knock it through. Here they go, swimming out wide. New South Wales has. I've gotten confused with our directions again. That is WA coming through again. That powerful drive away from New South Wales sub-bench. And generally they've been curling around, but I think New South Wales are on it a bit more there. They're ready for that curl. They're ready to come in. What do you reckon, Benny?
Yeah, I don't know what you said.
I thought you were
I was looking at Steve Keagle's comment. Need more volume, so we probably just have to hold it a bit closer to our heads. Give you more intimate, Barnsey.
Oh, we're nice and close now. So what are we up to? 11-0. I don't know if we can. I'm not going to go touching around with the advanced audio controls yet. It's WA versus New South Wales. B, yeah. Someone has called a timeout. Looks like New South Wales may have called that one. Or maybe it was WA. Alright. We'll try passing the microphone across to make the volume a little bit better. We haven't had any clippings, so I'm sure that we can have it quite close to our mouths and speak even louder. So the full minute gives the players some time to suck in the air and just think about what their main focuses are for this game. WA's is most likely just to be trying to work through their game plan, play it at speed still. They don't want to be dropping any sort of, don't want to drop a goal. I'm sure that would ensue many a fine. Absolutely heaps of fines if they drop the goal here. They've managed to go without getting any goals scored against them through the majority of the competition against any team. Looks like there's been a call. We've got 1, 2, 3. Looks like 3 of the refs have said it's a goal, meaning it is a goal. That's number 12, Jamie North, Western Australia, putting it into the tray.
Yeah, good goal there by the the Wazies. They've definitely got big flicks out here on this side of the country. A lot of them use wooden bats that give a very good flicking edge. So they're definitely something they all practice doing. Those big flicks, really handy to flick over players and get into the goal tray from a bit further out.
It was definitely straight through. They were not able to knock it down, and it's gone into the bin. There's the reset, and coming in fast now. It looks like New South Wales have got to the puck again. They are often winning these strikes. Thank you, Max and Stephen, for letting us know about the volume.
Sorry it was so quiet before. We were holding it quite a way away from our mouths. Looks like it's gone in again. All three refs have said yep, and I believe that was number 6, Reece Milburn. The man, the machine. He's pumped that one in. Taking WA up to 14 goals. 14 goals in 20 minutes of play. That is exceptional.
Yeah, fun fact about Reece Milburn. He actually received the Australian Underwater Federation, Player of the Year, last year for winning both the national underwater hockey titles back in Gold Coast and also the national underwater rugby titles over here, which are held over here in May, and then was a current world champion as well with the Australian elite team. So doing some great work, Reece. Good to see him getting recognised for his efforts. Unfortunately, Josh McKenzie didn't receive the same honour, although he was in all those teams with Reece. So it's unfortunately no one thought to nominate Josh McKenzie for that award.
Oh, it's unfortunate for Joshy, but I mean, the reason we bring that up is maybe because Josh has just walked into the box with us, and the drive is currently in the corner. They've reset it. It's coming out and around. It's going to be a deep, deep switch.
How many times have you said Rachel Bell in this game?
I've said it.
Benny? Me?
I believe I said it a few times.
We watched the women's WA versus New South Wales
mixed Amazons.
The mixed Amazons, and it was literally.
And that's another one into the tray. Another one into the tray for WA, taking them. Just double checking that everyone has scored that. Oh, everyone has scored that. All the refs have confirmed that, and it has been confirmed. I don't think they held up a number, so not quite sure who could put that one in. Can't see any more numbers being held up. Sometimes the deck ref has to check on the sub bench, and sometimes you'll have the honest team members letting the others score the goal, or sometimes you'll have the quick snake who will just take that goal for themselves. They'll say, oh, no, definitely me, number whatever you are. And, it's reset again, straight down the middle. That's coming across the side, I think New South have possession.
Big Wang.
Evan Wang there, and David Kennedy also making a solid drive. This is the most that WA have been under the pump all game.
Yeah, good drive there by Juan Pablo. Finished it off, but just couldn't get a clear space on the tray, and was back down. Came into contact with 2 WA players, and looks like Tommy Miller there. Could be Tom Miller. Yep, definitely Tom Miller. Doing a silky little swerve there to beat the last back and put it in an open goal. Doesn't get much easier than that.
Miller for WA, yes, the very powerful counter-attack. No opposition. Well, there was, but he's managed to maintain possession. He swum it down the side. Aggressive 45 into the middle. Still holding on to it. Little cheeky flick through and going back onto his own flick. I think that takes some fitness. That takes some dedication, the mindset to keep your breath held for that long. Maybe he just came off the sub bench. I didn't quite see. But sometimes it can be that super sub that helps you get all the way across to the other side. Again, we're seeing this aggressive 45 from WA. They're holding possession. Has been called up this time, though, away from New South Wales sub bench, as they have been doing time and time again for at least 14 of the past 16 goals. Did you see what foul it was there, Ben?
Not quite Barnesy, but it's got Gary Rose, one in the commentary box here. Gary Rose, one doubling up, trying to manage both the New South Wales A team and New South Wales B team. Gary, how have you thought that the New South Wales B team have come along this comp so far?
Well, the fact that these fellas and ladies actually have never played together, you can really see them developing, and they pushed Queensland pretty hard today, and it was we're really proud to see the efforts that were put in there. So hopefully as the comp progresses, we'll see them get better. We're just nearing the end of the first round robin, and hoping to see some solid stuff from them in the second round.
Awesome, thank you for your time, Gary. Now it looks like WA during that on the cusp interview just stuck another goal, and they're bringing it to 17-0. Or 16-0. They've already counted that goal. 17-0. So could reach the 20. Still got 5 minutes left. Barnesy could reach the 20 mark.
They could very easily make the 20 mark from here. It's 5 minutes to go. And if they can get back up to their scoring speed of the first half, a goal a minute, or a goal every 50 seconds, they might be able to do it. It should be said that WA were able to get 13-0 up over Tasmania, and Tasmania are, at the moment, after their win over us, the New South Wales team, they are now second on the ladder. So WA managed to clean them up, 13-0, and New South Wales B are sitting on the bottom of the ladder. So it is a valiant effort by them. They've managed to get some serious parking. That drive before by them was quite something. I'm sure it definitely put a bit of worry into WA. They would not have been expecting it. And here we go. David Kennedy again for New South Wales B. Solid possession. Maybe giving his team enough time to sub. Looks like Evan Wang there. It's gone into the corner. They're defending hard now. Defending hard. That's Eric Straley, the American import as well. And Andrew Dunlop. They've gone for the corner defense. But can WA get possession? They're not too fussed. Doesn't look like they're going for these 20 goals. That's what I'm after, Ben. What about you?
Yeah, I'm sure it's what all the people at home want to see, the big 20-goal mark here at Nationals. But it looks like, just as we were talking, one of the female players could be Rachel Bell, making a bust down the side there, switching it. And now, hoping maybe, a bit of extra time left, maybe New South Wales B can consolidate and pop a goal in. It should be great to see.
That would be absolutely fantastic to see. I think I'd flip over a monitor, maybe throw it out the window in excitement. It's a little bit blurry on the other side of the screen, a little hard to see what's going on. Looks like a powerful drive. Is that one, Pablo?
Probably is.
Yeah, I think it is. That's WA in the back foot again. Second time this half. They've managed to clear it off to the side now, over into the corner. And WA have regained possession, making a drive down the wall. Just holding, keeping possession. And a 45 across the pool. A one-man swim. I believe that was Tommy Miller again. A little bit hard to get a camera angle here. There we go. You can see the tussle on the wall. Fabio from New South Wales B getting it to his teammate. I believe they just subbed in. Go. Evan Wang there providing the support, helping that drive. He's now got possession. He's got some open puck. He's got some room to swim. It's been stolen off him though. Looks like an aggressive drive through. Oh, chip and chase is straight onto his own stick. And it's been put in again by Tommy Miller. There we go. That'll be 18 goals, but still no 20. Still no 20 goals, but 18 goals. I believe that's Tommy Miller's at least third, maybe fourth goal. I wasn't counting at the start, though. So it's...
Goes well when he can get over the bubble. He can get his tongue out of his mouth.
Did you have something to say about that, Ben? He's suffering heavy blows from people behind him. What's he got to say?
No, mate, just Tom Miller there, leading by example. I think he's the captain this year. It's great to see. But yeah, whenever Tom Miller's in the water, you got to be very careful as a forward because you always, pinch it off you, and then, in 2 or 3 seconds, you can be in the goal tray. So always got to watch your back when Tom Miller's in the water.
I've just been told we're going out for dinner, Benny. Not you and I, as a team.
Thanks for the invite, boys.
Yeah,
No worries,
yeah.
I'll sort myself out.
That's all right. That's all right, Nick. You can.
Everything I've done for you two over the years.
It sounds like Nick really wants to get on the mic.
Right, I don't think I can hear him from that far back, so he can talk all he wants.
Here they come, in and around. Can they get another one? Oh, what was that flick? It was bumbled through, but it did manage to sneak past the New South player. That's 19. Can they get to 20? They've got 1 minute left. 1 minute. You've got 30 seconds to get back. 30 seconds to put it in the tray. 30 seconds to get back. 30 seconds to put it in the tray. Will WA go all out to try and crack that 20? Or will they just hold possession, keep their game plan, and just run through the motions? What do you reckon, Benny? You weren't listening to me, were you? He's just got his head in the game. He's ready to change the camera into the perfect position. There's a lot of kicking, not much movement from... I think that was more from the knee. A bit of a kick that you do, Ben. They need to use the whole leg when we kick to get that power. There we go. It's curled out and around. Good possession. And, oh, it's under the pump, though. I thought that would go around smoothly, but there was New South Wales B absolutely streaming onto that attempted switch. Here we go. There's 9 seconds left. I think they're going to be able to hold this one out. That's Eric Straley again for New South Wales B. And you can see a few little cuts, and that is time. Holding them out from the big 2-0, but a very valiant 19-0. WA Elites over New South Wales B. Fantastic game.
Yeah, mate, obviously, you know, it's always tough when you got a young or inexperienced team and haven't played together coming against, you know, the current heavyweight champions of underwater hockey in Australia. But, you know, good passages of play there from the New South Wales B team. That's what you want to see. As long as you can string some, you know, good passages of play and hold them out, that's all you can really ask for in these types of games. So I'm sure Captain Dunlop will be happy with how his team has played. And no, end of the games. That's the end of the day of the games here, guys. So we'll catch you back in the morning. Probably around 9 o'clock for the day 3 of the Underwater Hockey Nationals 2018 here in Perth.
Bright and early. Any final words, Nick?
No, mate.
All right.
Get out of the way.
Getting out of the way.
Thank you very much, guys. Stellar job. Thank you. You got to word up people, get them in here. The more people we got mixing and commentating and stuff, just makes it heaps better for everyone. Thanks for viewing, people. We'll see you tomorrow.